Hi, Pickerington friends. I wanted to do a voiceover on this specific sheet to make sure that everyone's with understanding. Um, Sometimes just not visuals, but we need to hear auditory too. And of course, there is the flow sheet, which I hope that will also help you better understand the expectations of the district. But let's start here at the top. This is our flow chart for you who are wanting more assistance or in what direction you need to do or go when you choose to consider a student that will need assistive technology. Okay, so during the IEP development, assistive technology needs are to be discussed. Everyone, no matter what, you should just reflect a few minutes on each individual student to see whether or not assistive technology can be used for them so that they can better access curriculum. During IEP program delivery, AT is often explored, used, fine-tuned, and documented in Section 3. IDEA mandates that AT has to be considered in all IEPs. The following flow chart can help you determine what form or action may be needed in order to appropriately service that student. The important part of all of that is the documentation, and I'll explain more. The IEP team considers various supports and services that addresses the educational needs of the student and may include no-tech, low-tech, mid-tech, and or high-tech devices and services. IEP team members do not limit their thinking to only those devices and services currently available within the district. That's why we have our lending library. And when you go to this live binder, you will see lending library for assistive technology, which is with Ocali. You can either go through myself and I can get you the required equipment or the requested equipment, or you may also enroll and enlist yourself. The IEP team members do not limit their thinking to only those devices and services currently available within the district, as I just said, because we do have a small availability of devices. And maybe that's just what you need, but if you need something different, we can go through one of the lending libraries. Okay, so first we're going to start here. Does the team agree that further exploration for AT services are needed? If it's yes, you go to yes, and you go down, is AT currently used to make progress on goals? Sometimes you're already using it and you're already doing it effectively, especially when we have our augmentative devices that SLPs are using or working with. Maybe we have our vision specialists that are contracted out. They are filling that out for you and filling in the information. Therefore, once that is all done, sections 3, 6, and 7, like it says down here, then you've already met it. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't improve upon, and that is something that you always consider also. But the important thing is written here, please complete section 3. That's when you talk about what the actual service or the device is and how it's being used, and you will let us know if it's being successful or not. Section 7 is where we explain our specially designed instruction on how that device is to be utilized or service. So now let's go back to the top. Again, does the team agree that further exploration for AT services are needed? No, then you stop. If you says, nah, they're able to access the curriculum just like everybody else is, so we don't need to go any further, okay? If you had said yes, and then drop down to the next box, is AT currently being used, and you say no, then that all takes you over here to the referral form. And the referral forms are also attached here under PLSD for your use. They are also located at the teacher packets on the SpedEd drive. If you don't know where any of that is, please reach out to me, email me, and my email's involved with this also, and let me know that you need guidance. You fill out the referral form for guidance and for additional services or help. In time, you will be learning how to do all this yourself, okay? most of the time, when you do reach out, I'm able to do just a screening to be able to help you out. And that's only because of my years of experience working in this field. If I had never worked in special ed and just became an AT coordinator, then this is something we would be doing more often, are the assessments. But when we don't have to do an assessment, we're just using screeners. When you do the assessment part of it, I will advise you to go through your psychologist, or we will do that together so we can get permission. And then below here is just the definition of AT services and what we have available. And that includes low tech as pencil grips, visual schedules, as well as high tech devices, voice output systems, and word prediction software that is already located on their Google Chrome book. The reason that we use the Google Chrome is for many reasons, but my reason is it has so many wonderful accessibilities. And you will see that post on here coming up soon on how we can access our accessibilities for just basic mainstream assistive technology. And mainstream assistive technology would be, for an example, if you have a Google device, if you have Siri, or if you have, what's that other one called? Alexa. And you were to say, Alexa, what's the weather outside? Or Alexa, can you play this song for me? Those are all assistive technologies, but we call that mainstream. Sometimes mainstream is blending over into prescribed, which is what we do with assistive technology in the school. So again, if you have any questions, please email me or call me. You can find that information up here where it says inventory, under construction, and it says here that, of course, this binder, especially this section, is in progress. The main purpose of this live binder is twofold. It is my goal to build capacity among my colleagues so all our students can receive the best education that meets the definition of FAPE. The inventory page, which is right up here, and all of these under that, and there's even some sub-content topics that are under this. For example, no, not there. Just a minute. There we go. Let's see if I can find, there we go. Okay, so like, for example, under inventory for vision impairment, AT request for resources, but we also have an inventory showing you what high tech is and low tech. This would be more of our low tech. The contrast keys overlays, they're stickies that you would put on a keyboard. It makes everything look larger and it's more able to be seen by those with low vision. This is just a simple OTT desk lamp, and the purpose of that is when you use that with the contrast keyboards, those students who have some limited vision, this really amplifies the keyboard so they can see much better. We know that a lot of times in our classrooms, teachers have their lights down while they're watching the smartboard, but they're expecting to take notes or able to do some work, and not everybody can see that. There we do. We have this combination that will be able to have your student be able to see better. So those are the red tabs. Here's additional low tech. We have just basic magnifiers. I have all different kind, ones that are lighted, ones that are not. And these here are line reading guides. And it explains on the page here what the purpose is of a line reading guide. And I encourage you all to read some of the stuff that's written in here so that you can also learn to. Again, my role is to build capacity among all you guys. Okay, so that's it for this one. If you have any questions, as it says on the inventory page, you can reach out to me. There is my email right here. Let me highlight that for a minute for you. Okay? All right. Thank you. Have a good day.